room pop. Get them all coming, then you got it non-stop. This is how I deal with my problems on the show. Every time I'm in the mood, every time I'm in the mood, then I hit it to the palm and I'm headed on loose.
Hello, greetings. Welcome to Grant New Voice Amplified. This is a place where you get to hear some of the most promising artists, but also artists that deserve your ear and your attention. And today I'm going to be speaking to an artist from Bulawayo that we have been, talking about quite a lot. Last week he was our artist of the week because we believe that he's definitely one voice to watch. 2023 has been dropping in some cool visuals and also some great music there. His name is James Eland. Welcome to Grant.
How are you, bro?
No, I'm good. I was checking out
my guy himself, huh?
Great. I was checking out an interview that you had on the Most Wanted podcast, and it made me think that you're getting this attention from 10,000 kilometers apart from far from Zimbabwe, but back home, the industry, the media is not really giving you the attention that it should be getting. How does that make you feel? Like Americans looking out for you, putting out on their platforms, but in Zimbabwe, it's not the same.
Well, I think initially it's a good thing. And finally, I had to decide that, you know what, it's high time I reach out to my countrymen. So that's why I had to reach out right now. It was fantastic. Like, the whole thing is fantastic. Like, I get all the airplays, I get all the interviews, the attention, and the money's good though. So, but right now I just need my countrymen to come through for me as well, so that it becomes an international thing.
Great. And talking about your country, let's take you back to where the journey begins. You've been in the game for quite some time. How long, at what point did this desire for music kickstart?
Yeah, that's a good question. Professionally, I think now I've like 13 years. Yeah, it's been 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah, still running.
Wow.
No stopping. Yeah,
but what keeps you going? I mean, like 13 years and you're still pushing. A lot of artists, when they reach such a time, they get to a point where they're like, hey, I'm done. But you sound fresh. You really like determined to keep pushing the game.
Well, what keeps me going most of the times is the opportunities that keep coming through and through, because sometimes, I'm one of the people that would have given up just like everybody else. But the fortunate thing, whenever you try to give up, opportunities just arise. Even those little ones that had to arise during then, they helped me just keep going. Just like every other opportunity that comes besides music, you can always have a plan that comes for you to just keep going for another day.
Wow, great.
It's about survival for the next day, yeah.
Wow, nice one. Let's talk about your body of work. How much content have you dropped, have you released so far? Like an albums. I know you've got a couple of singles that I've been checking out too, and Mood is really, keeping my mood going on right now. I've been loving the video and the lyrics as well.
Thanks very much. But as a solo artist, I have singles running out. Like, these are the ones that I'm pushing. I haven't done an album. I'm not too qualified for that because, you know what, it requires a lot of work, a lot of money, and a lot of attention from the people. That's why I'm even right now reaching out to the fellow countrymen so that I can enlarge and expand my fan base as well.
Wow, great. And I mean, making music from Bulawayo, do you see a lot of attention now coming to the city? I've spoken to a lot of artists in Bulawayo, super talented artists, but they say, hey, you know what, if you're not in age, it takes a bit of more effort for you to actually get the visibility. But do you experience the same? Is it the same experience for you?
Well, for me, I haven't felt any form of experience because I haven't run deep into the local scene. Because most of the times, like, my promoters and my management, they just focus, because we sell in Nigeria as well. Because I also get played in Nigeria and few places in South Africa, online digital marketing. So even in Tanzania, we reach as far as that, even Kenya. So I think it's been a long time coming, like I've always said. And right now, I just need to reach out to the fellow countrymen because there's some activity that needs to be done from where you are. That's the most important thing.
Wow.
And it's also important that I also make sure that my country gets recognized out there.
Wow, great. And you mentioned your management. I noticed that you are managed by an American record label. Let's talk about your connection to J. Lawson Group.
Well, J Loso Music Group is an American record label, as you mentioned. It's an indie record label run by Palando Lawson, aka Mr. Flamboyant. I featured with him on my first single, my international single called "Make Money." I hope you. I want to think that you listened to it.
Yes, I did. I checked it
Called
out.
"Make Money." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's my solo single that I did with him. Is featured Mr. Flamboyant. That's the CEO.
Wow,
Yeah,
great, great.
it's in
So what's the
Atlanta.
vision? What's the vision? You mentioned Nigeria there, you mentioned Tanzania there, and I get a picture of an artist who is not just looking at the local market as much as you're saying you want the local countrymen to also appreciate your music, but you seem to be having your eyes set on a much bigger platform. What's your vision? What's the goal?
Well, the vision, to be honest, first and foremost, before anything else, before the love of the music, it's all about the money. And because that's what keeps everything going, even if it's for the love, because yeah, we have it for the love, but it has to be for the money because that's what drives everything. Like for me to make sure that the music goes forth, I have to make sure that I have to like establish an account base. So it has to be accountable with that. And I think I have to make sure that I reach out to as many people as I can because music is international. Like I remember when we were growing up, we used to listen to Ezom Kito and Coca-Cola on the
Yes,
beach.
yes.
Those are like and radio stations. We had about 4 or 5, I'm not sure. And
Yeah,
we used to listen to Cameroonians,
true,
Ugandans,
true.
Ghanaians. So that drove us to know, like, you know what, we need to reach out to each and everyone the same way we were reached out to by those other artists that groomed us. Because we were groomed by many songs from outside, talk of Pepe Kale, and those Sankalewa song, and there were various music, even there were various music, South African. We listened, we're groomed by those type of music. So I think it's high time we also groom other people from other countries with our own type of music. It doesn't matter the genre. What matters is the reaching out to the people with the message that you're putting out there.
Wow, man. I was starting to look for a notebook because what you are saying there is very profound. It's something that I've never really thought in that way to say, look, we grew up on all of these different sounds coming from outside. And now it's about time that the world also grows up on our sound as well. They start vibing to what we are making and the kind of music that comes from Zimbabwe. That's deep. Wow, great. And looking ahead, now you've got Mood that is out, and I love the video there. What are you currently working on? Is there something that we should be expecting before the year end, or is now 2023 focus?
Well, basically, with us, it's quite different. We don't focus much on the music. We focus much on the business because these songs that we have are already enough for us to make sure that everything goes out there. Because it's for me, I find it impossible to put another song out there before these ones get known, equally. Because I have to push them to an extent that you know what. Because right now, whenever you play mood to another person somewhere it's new to them. So it's a matter of reaching out to the people. When you feel like you know what the song is reached enough, then you can start working on new content. So that's why you see me. I don't just drop music like from one song to another or releasing about 10 to 15 songs in a year because it really doesn't make sense because what goes out there is just one song. That's what you need.
Wow.
Because when you looked at, I think you remember the Rick Ross concert.
Yes.
Most people were very much anticipating, like they were very anticipated to listen to this song called Hustling. That's Rick Ross. Everyone knows whenever you look at Rick Ross, his hit single is Every Day I'm Hustling. The rest can follow. But the song that made him known and the song that's out there on rotation that people can recognize easily is Hustling. So there has to be that one song that puts you out there to the people, that makes you be recognized quickly, other than putting out many songs, because it won't make sense. Because people just need one song for them to initiate into other songs that you have. Because once one is groomed by one song, they can just make sure that they follow you through to the other songs. That's when they start to discover that, okay, there are other songs that are actually better than this one. So that's how it all goes out.
Wow, man. I would definitely, share this, because you just shared something that I find very profound, because it's normally that one song that people connect to, and then everything else just follows. People start looking for your catalog because of that one song. Great.
I'll be honest, I'm also that person who used to think that, what, I think we need to put on the ground as many songs as we can. We need a lot of content. We need to be constant. But that wasn't the thing, because I was groomed by people. J Lawson Group, it just helped me realize a lot of things. That's when I started to realize that, what, because imagine right now the kind of recognition that I'm having, because on rotation, Mood is being rotated with big musicians. I think you follow through. We have on rotation. I'm also going toe to toe with people like 2 Chainz, Drake, all those that you think that are major. My song is going on rotation with such people on international radio, stream records. So I think it's a matter of realizing that you need to push one song before you just start releasing all songs, because there'll be pressure for you to put out many songs, but for now you just need to work on the name, because that's what's important. It's
Wow.
actually the name that's important, because once you make a name, it's easy for you to put out many songs as you want, because people are now following you through. For now, I wouldn't say I have the following, to be honest, but it's not yet enough. That's why we always reach out, so that it's like advertising. There are big companies that are advertising on TV. It doesn't mean they are not huge enough. They're not known enough. We still have adverts for, Talk of Life Boy. Those
Yes.
adverts have been there for years,
But these companies
for
are big.
years, even way before us. Yeah, but they're still there on television. That means you never stop making a name, because new generations come through and through. So you have to keep it relevant all the time. And you have to make sure people know that, what, there's new stuff on the ground, this and that. So yes, in the studio we get there, but for now we just need to work on the branding. That's what we do.
Wow. Wow, man, I really, really appreciate your time, and I appreciate, the knowledge that you just shared. I know a lot of people will resonate and connect to that. It's something that a lot of artists will need to hear, because I've heard artists say, hey, you know what, my stuff is not getting visibility. And they're like, how much did you push? How much did you take it out there? And like you said, that you need to constantly reach out, no matter what level. If you continuously reach out
True.
until maybe the brand does it on its own, but you need to continuously invest in that. Right now, I mean, if there's somebody who's watching and they want to connect with you, how do they get in touch?
Well, I made it easy for people to be in touch with me on all platforms. It's just one point whereby you just search it. I am James Eland, or you can just Google James Eland. It's automatic. It's just one musician that comes out there. It's registered on that. So all my music is just available even on Google. Talk on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Just I am James Eland, or just simple search James Eland. I just come through for you.
Great. I am
And
James
I'm looking
Eland.
forward for people to come through.
Great. I am at I am James Eland across
Yes.
all platforms.
Or
You will
simply
get,
James Eland.
or simply James Eland. Wow.
Yes.
James, I really appreciate it. And is that the name on your ID, or this is your stage name?
Mofela.
Mofela.
Yeah.
So
The
James
Eland
Mofela.
part. Yeah, I simplified. I
Mofu.
simplified.
Okay.
I
Man,
simplified,
don't go
bro.
there. I'm too slow. I'm too slow. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
many
man.
people ask me the same question. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, man. It made me realize, how much fast things are moving. Like I almost lost it there. I was like, oh, okay. and then now it makes sense. But yeah, well, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going to play a snippet for people, just 30 seconds of Mood. That's my favorite right now. And thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, you're not a party person. You wouldn't listen to Grover Battle, yeah.
No, I think
Yeah.
for me, Mood, it's just, it puts you in the mood. This is what I can hold.
Yeah, it's a chill song plus it's an old age song. Like
Yes.
anybody can just listen to it. Like most of the times, like even when I'm having international interviews, like the Radio Fleet DJs, radio DJs, like they're my favorite because they push my music like nobody's business, and I love them to death. Like they're the best people that I have, pushing me out there because it's a stream of DJs, radio DJs, party DJs, club DJs, and all. So they're the ones who are doing the major pushing to my music, even out there. Talk of Texas, all forms of places. Even in Nigeria, they have fleet radio DJs as well. So yeah, and even here, ground. I don't want to lie. I'm grateful to you guys, honestly, and everyone that's coming through for me. I really appreciate the love and the experience that I'm receiving.
Wow, awesome. There you had it. We've been speaking there to James Eland, Mofela.
Mofela.
Wow, thank you so much, man, for the time and sharing all of that knowledge that you've shared with us. I really appreciate. And like I've said, I'm going to sign out with Mood. Until next time, remember, keep it locked on E-Ground. Voice Amplified.
Room pop. Get a mode coming, then you got it non-stop. This is how I deal with my problems on the show. Every time I'm in the mood, every time I'm in the mood, then I hit it to the bar, man, I'm headed on loose. Hunters in the street corner, and anytime I'm in the mood, anytime I'm in the mood, everybody dance to your top of bed. We're just celebrating, come get another feel. All my smokers, smoke till you fucking die. Where them hoes at? Don't miss all them dollar bills. If you know you got some shakes going on, yeah, better take it to the gym, put some weights on it. Ooh, 5 a bitch, made me do it, made me do it.